my friends, and welcome back. My name is Hannah, and today I want to talk about brands that I want to try in the future. I've watched these videos a lot in my time on the internet, even in my time in the beauty community, and I've always thought that they were very interesting. You know, I thought that this kind of video would be easy to make as soon as I started making this kind of content. So these videos are, I think Samantha March started them. I think I might be wrong. But these videos are for content creators to kind of predict into the future some brands that they want to try more of in the following year. And like I said, I thought this would be an easy trend because, you know, like a brand like Charlotte Tilbury pops off and you're like, oh, I want to try that. And you put it on this list. And as I've seen these videos kind of coming out this year, it could be a combination of things, right? It could be a combination of us still being in a pandemic, shopping habits are different, people's lives are just different now. So maybe these videos aren't quite like as easy to make. And I don't know, as someone who is, I like to make my purchases meaningful, so I don't like to have an abundance. I like quality. I like quality over quantity. Why have 200 palettes when I can have like 10 that do what I need them to do? Like, how many rainbow palettes do I need? And I know that I'm sitting here making YouTube content around makeup, and I may have mentioned this in the previous video, but I want to do a video of what I've spent in a year, and already looking at the amount of money that I spent in the year, I can't be spending money like that, period. And maybe I will chalk it up to a depressing year and I'll leave it at that, but the amount of money that I spent in makeup alone this year, I am ashamed of and disgusted by, because especially as someone who is coming back into makeup, like I don't know what happened. I don't know if I got suckered into buying makeup because I'm making content, or if I'm watching other content and I'm like, oh, I have to have that, you know, like I'm not a big content creator. You can see how many views that this video has. You can see how many likes this video has. Like, so I don't know if there was ever like a pressure on me to like buy something because I needed the views or like whatever. I just wanted to make videos that I would watch and maybe other people would enjoy, and it was never so much about just buying makeup. Like, I don't know, but I know that people fall into that trap. Like, there are so many different content creators that I've watched over the years that are now doing like family kind of vlogging, and you know, they've shifted from makeup content to other kind of content, and I'll talk about this across a few different videos, because it's not just I don't know, it's just not like just for the specific topic, I guess. Like, it's like a bigger thing. I'll probably go more in depth into this and what I want to do with my channel moving forward. But for right now, let's talk about these brands I want to try in the future videos. I've seen a few of these videos come out currently for this year. When I'm filming this is like early December, and I think these videos come out later in December. I usually plan my videos a month in advance, so I don't have to stress out about my schedule. So I think by the time this video goes live, there's already a few more videos that have come out, I believe. But some of the trends that I'm seeing in these videos already are people that are kind of saying, you know, that they would have like a list the previous year of like 5 or 6 brands that they wanted to try, and now it's like 1 or 2. Or now it's, I want to try this brand's like specific product. Like, for example, like a Charlotte Tilbury, I want to try their blushes. Or Natasha Denona, I want to try their eyeshadows. Even though those brands have like a whole collection of makeup. What I'm not seeing so much, and maybe, again, this is fairly early in the month, so maybe other people have caught on to this, but I think a lot more content creators are just not going to either make this video or come out and say that they don't want to try new brands. I think that the makeup market, and this is fact, is oversaturated. We've seen a few brands close down this year, big and small, like Coastal Scents, which was a huge thing when I was still like in the beauty community in 2014. I remember like they were kind of popping off on the single eyeshadows, build your own little magnetic palettes. They were like the first to do it. And then you had Becca that closed down this year, which is one of the bigger brands, and Estee Lauder just took the larger products, the more popular products, and gave it to Smashbox. If I'm being honest, I will not be surprised if more brands close down, but I think that's more of a prediction in makeup moving forward, so I'll save some of those thoughts and opinions for that video. But just to wrap up this point, I think people are not, I don't want to say that they're stuck to brand loyalty, but I think people know what they like and what they want to spend money on, and especially in this kind of climate that we're in, I don't want to take a chance on makeup that, I'm gonna hate. When I think about like makeup that I bought this year that I really wish that I didn't, I think of those two Tower 28 products, and I'm sad inside because that amount that those two products alone cost could cover a bill, could be something that I put towards my bill, could be money that I saved and sat on and could save my money to get me out of this like area that I don't want to be in, But here I am making Sephora sales or Sephora purchases for items that I heard on the internet that people liked, but sometimes you can't just take people's word on the internet, unfortunately. And not to say that they were lying to me. It's just what works for them may not work for me, But lessons learned. It just came at the price of my wallet. But again, I think that that's something that we're going to see a lot of when it comes to content moving forward. I'm a big indie makeup kind of person. I would rather support like a smaller brand that really cares about the products that they're making than something like Too Faced that's just slamming products out and has a questionable history. Like, if I can control where my money goes and what that supports, I would love to. I think the indie brands of Europe are like my favorite formulas of all time, and I don't mind spending like $70 on a Sigil palette. I love them. Tammy Tenuka, I think, is a genius, and the products are really, really wonderful, and it's a palette that I reached for a lot. Would I spend $70 on an Urban Decay palette? Probably not. So I don't know. I guess to refocus on brands I want to try, I think what I can feel comfortable in saying is that I'm going to try the makeup items that I want to try. I'm not monetized. I don't have sponsors. I'm such a small channel. I just want to fill a void in someone's life that maybe needs content. I post 5 days a week. I have to sneeze. I'm not a monetized channel. I don't have sponsored content. I don't really get sent PR. Sometimes I get sent stuff through like Influencer, but that's just because I'm a member of that website and I do reviews. I'm such a small channel, and right now I'm at like, I don't know, if I grow and become like these influencers that I watch, great, I'm not gonna not want that for myself. I want to grow. I want to become better. I want a larger audience. But I mean, realistically, right now, what I'm looking at, I don't think any of you care if I review something that's trending and popular right now. I think you guys are just watching me because you need content to watch, and this is entertaining enough for you. And I thank you for that, because I don't make money off of these videos. I make them because it's entertaining to me to make these videos. And I think other content creators who are monetized and bigger, whatever, maybe share that same sentiment with me. So I don't know. I look forward to those videos coming out, but to, again, refocus, redirect, talk about myself. I think moving forward, I think there are, like, obviously, like, Odin's Eye is a brand that I want to try. I did make a purchase from one of their sales a few days ago. So, like, I'm excited for that, but those are items that I've had my eye on for a while, and I got it on a really good sale. I don't know. I don't think there's, like, necessarily a brand where I'm like, I know that there's brands that I want to try more from. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if I bought something from Fenty next year, or if I bought something from Charlotte Tilbury, or Natasha Denona, or Kaleidos, or Odin's Eye, or Melt. But those are the brands that I love and that I trust, and that if I put my money into them, I trust that I'm going to get quality products, or at least an understanding of what I'm putting my money into. I think right now I'm not really interested in trying new brands, but that doesn't mean I'm not open to maybe your suggestion. Because, right, maybe you're watching my content and you know a lot more about makeup than I do, and you're like, oh, if you like the sigil-inspired palettes, you'll like this indie brand. And I would love to try it. Like, I'm not trying to shut down suggestions or just say, like, I only want to try the makeup that I know. I just, right now, in this time and where I am in my life personally and what I'm seeing the world kind of be in personally, there's not really brands that I really want to take a chance on right now. And I think the market is super oversaturated. And like I said, this is a topic for, like, trends coming in the future. But I wouldn't be surprised if more brands really close down. And then what happens? I mean, how many different lip gloss formulas can you make? And, like, I want to try new stuff and let you know if it works, but honestly, I want to try the stuff that I'm interested in trying and letting you know. Is this worth the money, or is it a bust? Like, I can suggest to you the Jeffree Star lip glosses. I think it's a nice formula, but I understand people don't want to give their money to Jeffree Star. You know, I kind of don't want to give my money to Jeffree Star. I don't really believe in his practices and the things that he does and whatever. But I mean, I've already made those purchases. But am I going to spend my life kind of hunting down a similar formula? I don't know. But I could suggest the ColourPop. So Juicy lip glosses. I think they're also just as nice. But that's what I mean. Like, the Fenty Heat glosses are absolutely wonderful. I've already made like my favorites video. This makeup look is my full face of favorite items that I used. So I don't know. I have a lot to say about, I don't know. I just have a lot to say about makeup, sort of, and kind of, again, I'm prepping my end of the year content, and I'm writing down notes of, like, what I want from this channel, what I want to do moving forward, kind of like what my thoughts and opinions on my progress and my growth and things like that are. And I'm just catching myself kind of, I think the makeup community is changing. And I mean, like, it doesn't surprise me because a lot of the world is changing, but I think we are long past the days of someone just wanting to watch, like, a 20-minute ad on a makeup palette, or, you know, like, I don't know if tutorials are really in right now either, but I think people just want to watch other people enjoy playing with their makeup, enjoy talking about the things that, you know, that they're trying. And I mean, like, you know, I love a good, like, fail video where you're like, oh my god, this product is absolutely garbage, but I don't make the kind of money to buy a $70 palette and it be trash. Maybe a ColourPop one, maybe, but even then, like, I would just, you got to be mindful with your money is what I'm trying to say moving forward. So I don't know. This has been a very long video, and I feel like I'm just kind of repeating myself. But I don't think that there's new brands I want to try. There might be new items that I want to try in the next upcoming year. Like, I'm looking for a new foundation. So I know I'm going to try something foundation-wise. I know that I don't need a bronzer. Maybe a powdered bronzer is what I would be in the market for. I'm okay with lipsticks, lip liners, lip glosses. Y'all saw that inventory video. I don't need any more. If you see me buying anything, let me know in the comments that I am a terrible person and I shouldn't be spending money like that, because I don't need any more lip products. I really don't. I don't. And I don't really need any highlighters. Like, if Kaleidos comes out with a highlighter, and they just announced it coming out in the next few weeks, that they're going to be releasing a new highlighter, a new eyeshadow palette, because I love that brand so much, I'm going to buy it, you know, like, regardless. But I mean, as far as like my everyday kind of highlighter, I already have it. So I don't know, that might also change how I do my new makeup release videos, because I just like to look at what's coming out and appreciate it from afar, and like just talk about my thoughts and opinions on items coming out. And maybe that's where most of my new makeup stuff is going to be, is in those videos. Otherwise, I think I'm just maybe I'll have a no buy or a super low buy year where I'm just looking for a powdered bronzer and a foundation. I don't know, maybe that's it. An eyelash glue, because I realize I need an eyelash glue that I like a lot better. But otherwise, I think I have everything that I could ever need to do any kind of look, to give you guys any kind of review. I can tell you time and time again to buy those Nabla lip liners. I can tell you time and time again, if you can get your hands on the She's in Parties palette from Melt, do it. If you can get your hands on any Kaleidos palette, do it. So I don't know. I think that's where I'm going to end today's video, on that note. Let me know in the comments down below, do you feel the same, or do you want to see more? Like, what do you want to see as someone who consumes content? Do you want to see people trying new things, or do you just want people to try the things that they want to try? Because like usually I just type into YouTube the exact product name and I watch those videos. Sometimes I'm lucky and someone like Angie is already reviewing those products because we have a similar taste in makeup. But I mean, like, I'm not going to be mad at Angie if she didn't review a new Melt palette. She didn't review the Burnett palette, but she also doesn't like neutral palettes. So I wasn't expecting her to have a video. You know what I mean? Just things like that. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions down below. And I will see you in tomorrow's video. I don't know what day this is coming out. I don't know what tomorrow's video is going to be. Otherwise, I would wish you well on that one. But I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.